whisper. This is Whisper 51, and this whisper is about Dante's Inferno, which is the first part of the Divine Comedy, written by Dante in the 14th century. And this is about the 9 layers of hell. Circle 1 is limbo. It is reserved for the unbaptized and the virtuous pagans who didn't accept Jesus. It's not a true punishment, but these souls know they will never reach heaven. Circle 2 is lust. This is the first true punishment of hell. The lustful are constantly blown to and fro in a violent wind, symbolizing the way the condemned allow their lustful lives to sway. Circle 3 is for gluttony. Souls that are overindulged in food and drink and other addictions reside here. They are forced to lie face down in a foul slime that perpetually falls in a vile rain. Here the 3-headed dog Cerberus guards the gluttons. Circle 4 is greed. This circle imprisons materialistic people. Many who Dante states are clergymen, popes, and cardinals. There are 2 groups here, the miserly and the squanderers of good fortune. Pluto, the classic ruler of the underworld, guards these souls. This 5th circle of hell is anger. At the surface of the river Styx, there's a swampy region where the aggressive people fight one another, but the weak, depressed, and the lazy gurgle beneath the surface. Circle 6 is Heresy, the lower level of hell. The lower levels of hell are inside the walls of the city of Dis. At level 6, souls die with the body. Heretics are trapped in flaming tombs. Circle 7 is for violence. 7 is much deeper than 6. It is guarded by the bull man, the Minotaur. At the entrance of Circle 7, 3 rings exist in this circle. The outer ring houses violators of people and property. Centaurs, the horse people, horse half man, guard a river of fire and lava within the outer ring, making certain the prisoners do not escape. The middle ring is for suicides. Souls here are transformed into gnarled and thorny trees with their own corpses hanging from their branches. Because they forfeited their own lives, they will not receive new bodies on Judgment Day. The inner ring is for blasphemers. They reside in a desert of flaming sand and fiery flakes rain from above. They are forced to lie on the sand and then eternally writhe in pain. Circle 8 is fraud. Circle 8 is down a vast cliff and is deeper than any of the other circles. There are 10 ditches within the 8th circle. Ditch 1 is for pimps and seducers. Their punishment is to be whipped and forced to march forever by the demons. Ditch 2 is for flatterers, and their punishment is to be coated with human waste. Ditch 3 is simony, which is the practice of buying and selling church benefits, is for sorcerers, astrologers, and false prophets, and they have their heads twisted backwards, thus disproving their ability to see the future or time forward. Ditch 5 is for corrupt politicians. They are thrown into a boiling lake of pitch, which is representative of their sticky fingers. Ditch 6 is for hypocrites. They are forced to wear flashy lead garments while walking aimlessly about. The garments represent the falsity of their lives. Ditch 7 is for thieves. The punishment here is that the snakes and lizards chase and bite the condemned, effectively transforming their appearance and stealing from the thieves their very identity. Ditch 8 is for fraudulent advisors and evil counselors. They are forced to burn in their own flames. Their sins are misleading or encouraging others to commit fraud. Ditch 7 is for sowers of discord, and they are hacked to pieces by a demon with a sword. Their punishment is to have their bodies taken apart and strewn about as they did the lives of others. Ditch 10 is for falsifiers, which includes counterfeiters, impersonators, and perjurers. Multiple kinds of diseases wreak havoc with the bodies of these sinners. Circle 9 of hell is treachery. This is the final layer of hell, and it is deep within the earth. This final layer is a frozen lake, to which each deeper depth signifies a more serious sin. Round 1 is traitors to kin. They are frozen up to their faces. Round 2 is traitors to your land and country. Round 3 is traitors to your guests, and these sinners are completely frozen except for their faces. Round 4 is traitors to their lords and benefactors. These people are completely encased in ice and are eternally lonely. The very center of hell is where Satan himself resides. He is imprisoned waist deep in solid ice. He attempts to flee, beating his wings roughly, but cannot escape, and in fact, the cool wind is imprisoning him further. He has 3 faces, which gnaw the bodies of the greatest traitors of all time. The left and right mouths chew Brutus and Cassius, murderers of Julius Caesar, feet first. But the greatest punishment for any human being ever is reserved for the betrayer of Jesus Christ, Judas Iscariot, whose head is eternally gnawed on by the main mouth of Satan, and his back is shredded by his talons for all time. And that's the end. And it's a very scary story written 700 years ago. And Dante wrote this because he was exiled from church and his own political parties. And this may have been just retribution, as he does use names of some people living in his time. Or it could be a warning to us all. Change your ways while you can, because fate isn't very nice. Okay, until next time, thank you for listening, and try not to have bad dreams over this. Goodbye.